Welcome to the Half-Blood Report.
Here we discuss Percy Jackson news, interviews, and all things Riordan. I'm Samuel, your co-host.
And I'm Diego, your other co-host.
So, Diego, what were you doing Riordan related this week?
Well, Riordan related this week, it's a funny thing you should ask. I was doing a lot of trivia on Instagram. And that was really fun because I was doing some polls and people seemed to like it. So I posted some trivia and then people seemed to like that. And then I asked them whether they would like it if I posted more trivia. And everybody said yes. So I was like, oh, okay. Sounds like people are liking it. And so I've been posting trivia these past few days. And it's kind of just your daily PJO trivia. And it's fun. So you guys should definitely check it out. See if you can get some of the answers right. Some are easy, some are hard, but they are all fun. But what were you doing Riordan related this week, Samuel?
I got back into reading The Son of Neptune with my younger sister. We got right up to the part where Nico shows up, and I kind of left her on that cliffhanger, and that was pretty fun. Just I think that's one
so
of
mean though.
I love how Rick Riordan writes it. So like that it's gonna be Nico D'Angelo right before he says he's gonna be Nico D'Angelo. It's the best.
Yeah, I mean rereading the books is always so fun. Do you want to jump into the Demigod news?
No.
Actually, I don't want to do Demigod news today. But no. First up on the Demigod news, we got a new Rick Riordan Presents book announced, and I am super hyped for this one. Roseanne A. Brown, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Roseanne A. Brown. And she's the author of
Diego,
a song.
I don't think Roseanne is that hard. You really need to get better here.
You never know. You never know. But she is the author of A Song of Wraiths and Ruin. And she's going to be writing the newest Rick Riordan Presents book. So, Sammy, you want to talk more about what that's going to be about?
Yeah. So it's called Surwa Boateng's Guide to Vampire Hunting. I'm pretty sure I got that right. Basically, the book description. A 12-year-old is uprooted from her vampire hunting life after her childhood home is viciously attacked by shape-shifting vampires that mask themselves as harmless fireflies, and is sent to the care of an aunt in Maryland for her own protection and forced to attend a quote-unquote normal school for the first time, but finds that vampire hunting and 7th grade don't quite mix. Now, it's up to her to make warriors out of her classmates before they all become vampire food. Her 2 books in this series will be out in 2022 and 2023. Rick Riordan Presents is so honored to have her as part of our imprint family. Man, and vampires and Rick Riordan Presents. Like, honestly, like what could go wrong here? You want to know what could go wrong here, Diego?
What could go wrong here?
Nothing. You're welcome.
Nothing. Literally nothing. It's impossible. Nothing. Vampires in an imprint like Rick Riordan Presents, I don't even know much about the book, but I can already tell it's going to be amazing.
Man, I can't wait to do research on this. I think, so this is an anime-inspired book. I don't know if it's like the genre of anime or like the fighting style. I don't know what necessarily. Listen, I don't watch anime, so I don't know how anime has any do or say in this book, but it is slightly anime inspired. So it's a vampire story with roots in Ghanaian folklore and mythology, I think, or like maybe just culture, Ghanaian culture, and
Ghanaian.
I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, Ghanaian culture.
Yeah. I hope so as well.
The only thing I kind of worry about is, does this mean I'm gonna have to like watch anime now to like know about the inspirations and stuff? Because I am not a very big fan of anime. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Diego, do you watch anime?
No, I don't. And I don't think that comes as a surprise. I don't know, but I just don't feel like we're the kind of people who watch anime.
I don't know. I mean, we're nerds and it's a nerdy thing, right? So I feel like we probably are.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just never gotten into it.
I feel like I've tried once or twice, but I never really liked it. I mean, I like Studio Ghibli, but like that's practically it.
I don't know. Maybe we could do it like as a bonus thing or something.
Yeah, we could do that.
But I don't know if we're gonna like it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I liked the one with the witch girl. What's that one about? And I have watched
Is
most.
that the Kikyo?
Yeah, Kiki's
Kikyo?
Delivery Service. That's
Yeah,
what
I've
it's
seen
called.
that one.
I've seen
Okay.
that. And I've seen most of Castle in the Sky.
I've read the book of that. I can't bear to watch the movie because I like the book. So that just makes me scared for the movie. But I'm sure the
Yeah.
movie is good
No,
too.
no, yeah. I don't know. I mean,
Just
that's basically the only two animes I've ever watched. I'm pretty
I
sure.
mean, I feel like we're gonna talk about this and people are gonna be like, "Those aren't animes, you stupid people."
I know, I
Is
know, I know.
well, what about the one where he dates a fish girl, Panya? Is
Oh
that an
yeah,
anime?
Ponyo. I've watched most of that as well.
But is that an anime though?
No, they're all Studio Ghibli. I'm pretty sure.
So, but does Studio Ghibli make anime?
I think they're considered anime. I'm not really sure. It's definitely the style. I just don't know if they're considered it.
Hmm.
Uh,
Well,
yeah, that's weird. Some
please don't
yeah,
hate us to death.
I
Please.
know. Please, it's just we're not cultured in those sorts of things. But if
But the main thing you should take away is there's
yeah,
been a new
exactly.
announcement of a Rick Riordan Presents book. We're super excited for that. We've already received a lot of excitement, asking when we're gonna talk about the book, but it is set to come out in 2022.
Yeah,
So like
so I don't think we'll start episodes
there
till
yeah,
late
we're gonna
2021.
yeah, so we're gonna I promise we'll talk about it and we're all very excited for it. But I just don't know exactly when we're gonna be able to talk about it considering there's a lot of stuff, especially like October, a bunch of books are gonna be coming out, and there's gonna be a bunch of Rick Ryan Presents books coming out in the spring. So
Yeah,
um
we'll probably get a chance to talk about it late 2021.
I would say maybe even like by
Middle,
mid.
middle 2021.
I mean, I don't want to put a specific date, but we're definitely going to talk about it before mid 2021. Before that.
Yeah, yeah, probably. But
I think we'll talk about it at least a year before the book comes out. Okay,
you
so
think
if we're yeah,
that
if
far
we're
ahead?
talking no, at the maximum we're talking about it
Oh
like
yeah.
we're definitely going to talk about it like a year before the book comes out, before Diego, let's move on because I lost words. Um,
Okay, yeah. Next up on the Demigod news, we got character art and a little blurb for Ondina, who's one of the characters from the upcoming Paola Santiago. Actually, when you listen to this episode, it'll be tomorrow. Paola Santiago releases, and I'm super excited to read about it. But yeah, we basically got some character art and a little
Wait,
blurb
Diego, you're
description.
really excited to read about Paola Santiago?
No, to read Paula Santiago. Oh my god, I don't even know what I'm saying. But yeah, no, we got some character
The book
art.
is out now. I can read all the reviews.
But no, I thought I love the character art for this because it's just like really spooky, but also like mysterious, but like sort of like dolly in a way. It's weird. I don't
So
know. I like it.
this is obviously the sarcastic ghost we talked about last time we talked about Paola Santiago. This is the sarcastic ghost character that Diego didn't really predict, but likes to pretend he predicted.
I
Um,
predicted it.
she even has like a sarcastic expression.
I called
So
it. I'm a genius.
yeah, you didn't really because like we already gotten the information, but when we started making your quote unquote predictions, I'm sorry, Diego.
Don't tell them. But yeah, no, we're going to be talking more about this in our Oracle section later on, in which we make some last predictions.
Oh yeah, that is coming later this episode. Obviously, we're gonna be. In case you don't know from the episode show's notes, we're gonna be talking about our last predictions for Paola Santiago, considering it comes out quote unquote tomorrow. So this is our last time to sort of talk about our thoughts. But yeah, this character art looks really good. It looks very sarcastic considering the character. Like the hand on the hips and the eye
The
roll and
little, yeah, the little grin.
yeah, there's is that a grin? I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know what Diego is saying there. Um, but the image is in the show notes. So yeah, but next up, this is some pretty big Demigod news. We got our tour dates, quote unquote tour dates for Taylor's tour for Paola Santiago. I think what they're doing now is they're doing like a bunch of like live Instagram like interviews with old like different bookstores that have Instagram accounts. I think that's like their general plan for publishing stuff now. So we got the dates for Taylor's respective book tour, but not not to say more importantly, but more excited, more anticipated, I guess,
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
is the we got the tour dates for Rick Riordan's tour for Tower of Nero.
Yeah,
Um,
so it's actually going to be really cool this time because everybody's going to get to go to all the tours. So I know we've been to one launch event, and that was the Tristan Strong launch event. But
well, I've been to multiple launch events in my
oh yeah,
life
yeah,
just
yeah,
for
but
the
like
podcast.
Rick Riordan Presents, we've been to one launch event.
Well, there also during the time we've had the podcast, there haven't been that many like
Oh yeah,
physical launch events we could have actually attended.
yeah,
So
exactly. I don't know. It hasn't been really great.
it was like we could have attended the Firekeeper launch event, we could have attended Tristan Stong launch event, and we could have attended like Race to the Sun launch event. Okay, we like did one out of the three possible
Yeah, I know.
physical
But
events.
I think Firekeeper didn't touch the East Coast, did it?
I don't know because we had also paused the podcast around there.
Oh yeah, and then Race to the Sun. I'm pretty sure that did not go. I'm pretty sure that went west.
Yeah, but we're Books of Wonder gets like I feel like Rick Riordan Presents are giving Books of Wonder so much love right now because Taylor is getting a Books of Wonder event on her virtual, and I think so is Rick Riordan.
Yeah,
By the
and
way, if you want to register for all these events,
oh
they
yeah,
like show notes. Oh yeah, I should probably do that soon, Diego,
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. I
these
know.
are gonna be like this. These are gonna be like eaten up. Like people are gonna eat the internet to get these tickets.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are there tickets though? If that is Instagram Live.
I don't know. I feel like you have to reserve, but I don't know. There's also gonna be signed books. I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to get the signed books though. It's not very clear to me.
I don't know, but I feel like with with how many interviews have we done now with Rick Riordan Presents? Six,
Who's
seven?
counting though, right? Like who's
Yeah, who's
counting?
counting exactly? But like with 8 interviews under our belt, I feel like we should get one of those signed books, or at least like one of those Paula Santiago soap bars.
Wow. Okay. Diego's not getting like a big head or anything. Diego's like, this is actually about to turn into the Diego Rants podcast, where Diego rants about how he hasn't been given cool promotional stuff yet.
Yeah, no, I'm serious, dude.
I mean, you may think I'm joking when I say Diego Rants podcast, but Diego, do you want to tell
Oh
about?
yeah, I actually do want to mention it. Except it'll be out. I think it'll be out like a week after you listen to this episode, if not the week that you listen to this episode. But the first episode of A Daily Dose of Diego is gonna drop. And this isn't an independent podcast. It is part of the Half Blood Report brand, but it is an exclusive podcast for all patrons. And even though the name does say Daily Dose of Diego, it's every 2 days. Except it doesn't sound as great if I say every 2 days dose of Diego. But yeah, the first episode will be free to all, in which we talk about some very interesting things going on in the underground market. Yeah, we're going to talk about some interesting things on the first episode of Daily Dose of Diego. But yeah, that's something that I've been kind of thinking about for a while now. And then I found myself with all this time. And I kind of decided, you know what, let's just go ahead and do it. So yeah, it's going to be 4 episodes a week. So that's going to be a lot of work, but I think I can do it.
A lot of work for these like 7-minute episodes.
Okay, well, you know what? It took me like an hour of post production for the first episode. But I mean, like, that's okay. It was the first episode. I'll get better over time. But yeah, that's something exciting coming to the closest podcasting app near you. But with that, I think it's
Oh, and
time.
speaking of cool stuff coming near you, I did want to read it. We started this conversation by saying that like there are virtual tour dates out for Taylor, for Paola Santiago and Rick for Tower of Nero. So like that's the cool thing that you should look forward to. Other slightly less cool thing that you should look forward to is Daily Dose of Diego. The
Yes,
first episode should be releasing on our feed, and the rest of it will be available to patrons.
yeah, which it's actually like kind of a bargain because for $1 a month you get 12 episodes of an exclusive podcast. But yeah, with all this exciting stuff and kind of rambling, I think it's time to consult the oracle.
Yeah, the section in which we look at the source mythology to make predictions on a future Rick Riordan or Rick Riordan Presents book.
And this week we chose to look at Paola Santiago and the River of Tears, a fast approaching book, actually tomorrow, about Mexican folklore by Taylor K. Mejia.
Yeah, and we have already, of course, talked about the book a lot. But since this episode releases the day before the book comes out, we figured we would just quickly go over our last predictions on the book as we usually do.
Yeah, and it's actually really funny because all Rick Riordan and Rick Riordan Presents books come out on Tuesday, and I think we tweeted about this, or I think Samuel, you tweeted about this a while ago, about and all of our episodes release Monday, or at least we try our best, and by we I mean Samuel because I don't actually help at all. Um,
I
sorry.
mean, your recording earlier helps me. That I mean, I'm not
That
saying
is
that. You,
that is pretty helpful. I would imagine that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, but we get the Monday episode and then the book comes out Tuesday, so it really is the last predictions. I feel like we have to like release like what time do the books release? Like is there a time for that? Cuz like we should try to do like 1 minute before the book releases or something.
see, that's not really how books work, Diego. Okay,
I don't know how books work, dude.
it's that's not.
Wait. What about in like Tokyo? Do they already have Paola Santiago?
That's also not how time differences work. So first up, there are already copies of the books out there. So for all people know, we've already obtained an arc, and we're actually literally just making predictions of what we've read in the arc. Um, you
I
know,
mean, it is a possibility. Do do
that
do do do.
that
But
would
I,
be a little unscrupulous to do that. I'm
yeah,
just saying,
exactly.
like to say that like this is the like that we need to have some way to do the absolute last predictions is kind of impossible. We can only do like the last predictions for us because like the book is already like out. Like people, some people not are out, but like people have already obtained physical and digital copies of the book. So it's not like a specific like button where it suddenly releases. Midnight on the day of it releases, like so midnight on August 4th, people who like pre-order the book on Kindle suddenly get it, but if you pre-order the book as a physical copy, you're not going to get it exactly midnight on the on August 4th unless you have like Amazon Prime, which isn't a thing yet as far as I'm aware. So yeah, there's that's not how books work, Diego. Okay.
Okay, I guess that's not how books work. Jeez, Samuel, I was just trying to be funny.
Okay, see, I don't know because I actually thought you were legitimately serious, and like you
No, no,
thought
no, no, no.
Paola was already out in Tokyo, and
I was,
that scared me.
I am not serious. Wait, what time does the book release though? Is it EST?
See, I still don't know if you're joking, Diego.
No, 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 no. Because you said 11:59, like, or sorry, like 11:59 on August 4th. But if it's Monday when this episode releases, which is August 3rd, and the Tokyo time difference when a listener listens to it is enough to make it August 4th.
See, but you don't know. You're just saying if the Tokyo time difference. but without actually knowing what the time difference
I don't know
is.
what the time difference is, but listener, if you live like way to the east and you're listening to this episode, and at the time you're listening to this episode, the book has already come out where you are.
Well, Diego, let me try you with this. Way to the east is actually west.
Wait, what? Oi, I don't like that. Okay. If you are on a time zone that is UTC plus the most that it can possibly be, which I think is 12, but I don't want to like say that for sure. And by the
It's
time you're
20. It's
listening,
20. It's. I mean, technically, it can go all the way around to 24, and it's your time zone. Ever think about that?
what? No, I don't like that. Samuel, shh. I don't like this discussion. I forfeit this discussion and I'm now leaving.
So, Diego, even though you might be leaving, before you leave us, do you have any last predictions on Paola Santiago?
Oh wait, I have a lot of last predictions.
Oh, okay. Hit me with them,
I was
because I
I was
don't.
I was just joking, guys. But yeah, we figured out about Ondina, who is and I read from the Rick Riordan article. Eerie about this girl, from her green glowing eyes, to her vintage gothic dress. While she may look antique or at least a little tired, she's also feisty and fierce. And it said she challenges Paola to take brave actions with an unimpressed sarcasm that sounds almost too much like Paola's subconscious. But Ondina's no voice in our hero's head. She's the real snarky deal. I just want to say from that this sounds a lot like Gum Baby in the fact that it's like.
Well, see, Diego, stop making these comparisons, because you made the same comparisons last time. It was really annoying.
Did
Listen,
I actually? Okay, but like no, I'm just
just
getting.
because the character is a snarky sidekick does not make them. You don't have to suddenly compare them to every other snarky sidekick from Rick Riordan Presents. Okay.
I just want to do some similarities. It's very similar to Gum Baby, and personally, Gum Baby is my favorite character in all of Tristan Strong.
So this is going to be your new favorite character, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I think this is going to be my favorite character from Paola Santiago.
Oh, so you're not saying from all of Rick Riordan Presents?
No.
Right?
I'm saying Gum Baby is my favorite character from Tristan Strong. We got in a tweet from Taylor that actually Paola is going to use Starburst in order to train I believe it is Bruto.
I mean, but I feel like we could have assumed that, considering how much she loves,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Starburst from the Sampler chapters.
We got like
To be fair, Diego, all
yeah.
your so and so predictions are not even predictions; they're just stuff we know already about the book. So you're gonna need to try a bit harder with me.
And yeah. But look, in the interview that we get in the article, Rick Taylor and Paola Santiago, it says here, they go deep about her interest in the legend of La Llorona. And
See, Diego, you're not allowed to make fun of me for making bad Latino pronunciations anymore. Okay, you have too much of a problem with your double L's.
They go deep about her interest in the legend of La Llorona, treatment of women in myth and folk stories, and spoilers and stories for and about Latinx people. So then basically, what I'm getting here is I think that La Llorona is actually gonna turn out like I think I did this prediction that she was gonna turn out to be like kind of like
A
Arusha
sympathetic character.
too. Yeah, exactly. But I actually think she's gonna be like I think when they do the big face off, like Paula's gonna say something like witty about like something that we get in the book, like where it's like something like that's like heartfelt or like emotional or something, and La Llorona is gonna start crying, but like actually, or no, or like there's two ways that this could
So you're
go.
saying that the crying woman is going to start crying.
Shut up,
That's
Samuel.
your big prediction.
Shut up. Okay, there's two ways that La Llorona could go. Either she cries all the time, or she only cries some of the time. and I think that she might cry.
These are some really, really great topics.
Stop. I think she might cry all the time, right? Like even when she's saying something like happy or angry or whatever, she's just always crying. And I think Paula's gonna say something, and then suddenly La
She's gonna
Llorona,
cry.
no, La Llorona's just gonna stop crying.
Ooh, interesting prediction.
And
All
then
right.
I think after that, we're gonna understand the treatment of women in myth and folk stories, and we're gonna understand what La Llorona's true story was, not the twisted one that was probably written by men.
So you're saying that, as Taylor literally said in the interview for Riordan, there's going to be like a new take on making La Llorona an actual sympathetic character instead of the monster
Yes,
she was made out to be. So your prediction is something that
precisely.
Taylor has confirmed.
No, she has not confirmed. She says, I wanted to dig really deep into the infamous La Llorona and see what I could find there to make her really human and maybe a little bit relatable. But no, my big prediction is that she's going to cry all the time, but then she's going to stop crying.
Oh, okay.
And then I have one other thing. We got this crazy thing about at the end here. We say, let's just say Pao's mom isn't her only parent, and her dad has been long absent for a different reason than Pao thought. There's also a showdown with a
Ooh.
phantasma in the past and a child hitchhiker in bright red pajamas, the last betrayal Pao would ever have expected, and a very weird rest stop vending machine. Not necessarily in that order. So, this is technically predictions for book 2, but I'm very hyped right now. And I just want to say that her dad,
Is it Chupacabra?
no, her dad is the main character of the next book. The main villain, sorry, of the next
Yeah,
book.
that I was about to say. So you're basically saying that the next book is not going to
No, no,
focus.
shh.
I was like,
Samuel,
no, but
bad child.
I can agree with that. I feel like main villain could be cool.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what if it's not main villain? What if he's like trapped and she has to save him from the main villain?
I think it could be that, but I think it's gonna be more like the sleeper, where it's like the main villain. But I think since Taylor seems like more changing evil people to be sympathetic, which we got a bit of in Arusha, but I think it's gonna be more like her dad is the main villain, but then we get like a La Llorona scene again, the one that I'm predicting, and he kind of like switches, right? And I just want to say the betrayal. The betrayal is Ondina, and I'm calling it right now, like a year in advance.
I mean, we already know that like there's a snarky ghost character who may or may not be trusted. So we literally already know that this character is already like not to be trusted. So you like calling out that the character is going to betray them when we know that they're not to be trusted. I mean,
Yes, yes.
that is technically a
It's
prediction, but like
technically a prediction, but I'm
it's not a
calling it
very like
1 year,
it's
one
not a
year in
very
advance.
brave. It's not a very wait. So you're saying that the character that's not 1 year in advance if it comes out tomorrow.
No. I'm saying book 2.
But I think this character is going to betray them in book 1.
No. It says what is coming for Pao in book 2, and then Taylor says this, right? The last betrayal Pao would ever have expected, and I'm gonna call that betrayal is actually not Ondina. I'm gonna change.
So you're changing your prediction because you just reread the line and it didn't go along with your prediction you just
Yes,
made.
exactly. I'm changing it.
Just wanted to make sure we're clear.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the soccer dude. I don't remember his name.
Dante, yeah. I mean, I
Dante.
can see that. I can
think
see
it's
that.
him. I think there's gonna be some sort of hot villain, and Dante is gonna fall for her, and then abandon Paul.
Oh, that's mean.
Actually, I lied. I changed my prediction.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's gonna be who's the person that disappears in like the first chapter? What's her name? Scarlet or something?
Emma. It's Emma.
That person. I was close. Scarlet is a close name. Okay. Shh. I think it's gonna be Emma.
What if her mom betrays her? That would be like a weird betrayal. Like her mom gets possessed because of her
Samuel places his bets on Pao's mom. I place my bets on Emma.
No, I
1
never said
year.
I'm placing my bets. I'm just saying like that. Like I'm just saying that would be interesting.
Okay. How about we bet? We bet. It has to be a good bet. We both have to make a If I lose, I have to make a silly face and post it on all the socials. If you lose, you have to make a silly face and post it on all the socials. And if we both lose, then I just have to do the silly face.
But I don't think I'm not like super like confident that her mom's gonna be the betrayal. I
But
think
it
just
doesn't
think that'd be
matter. If
interesting.
we both lose, then I only have to do the silly face.
Yeah,
not
but you
you.
have like a realistic prediction that it's Dante. Like so
No,
that
I
doesn't.
said Emma. Changed my mind. Shh.
You change your mind to Emma.
Actually, I'm making both predictions at the same time. It's either Dante because of a hot villain, or
So you have a 50% higher chance of winning than me.
okay. Well, there's no bet. If I lose either of my predictions, one of which is Dante, the second of which is Emma, I have to post a silly face on
So you were basically hoping that both of Paola's friends betray her.
one of the two.
One of the two. So if neither of them betray her, you have to post a silly face.
Well, no, okay, wait, you get to set the terms for this bet, which you have no part in and you don't actually have to do anything. But what do I have to do if I lose? Because I am making two predictions right here.
So basically you're saying if neither of them are correct,
Yes.
then you have to do something, and I get to choose what you do.
Yes.
Well, the answer is you have to sing My Grand Plan and post it on all our
my
socials.
God. No, that's okay.
Without being able to sing.
Ready? I am so confident that I'm a genius. And you're going to play this clip, and I'm totally sure that you're going to play this clip when I lose this bet. I'm so confident that I'm a genius that I will agree to that bet.
Oh,
I will agree.
I like it. Okay, so repeat after me. I, Diego Gonzalez,
Diego Gonzalez,
agree that if neither Dante or Emma betrays Paola Santiago in the sequel,
if neither Dante nor Emma betrays Paola Santiago in the sequel,
I will post a video of myself trying and failing to sing My Grand Plan on all of the Half-Blood Report social media.
I will post a video of me trying and failing to sing My Grand Plan on all of the social medias. Heck, I'll even put it on the website.
Oh, I like this bet. All
right, and with that,
you're gonna regret that in a year and in 2 weeks.
I will. This clip is gonna come back and haunt me, and I'm gonna cry.
Whoa! Did you say haunt like a ghost, like Paola Santiago?
Oh my God!
Oh man, we gotta end the episode there, man.
I'm insane. Okay, that's it. Episode over. 1 year from now, or like roughly 1 year from now, it's happening. All right. That's it for this episode of the Half-Blood Report.
Yeah, Diego, how can I contact this podcast?
You can follow the show on Twitter at Half Report. You can also find us on Instagram at The Half-Blood Report, or email the show at thehalfbloodreport@gmail.com. We also have a website, thehalfbloodreport.com. That said, it's time for credits. Our theme music is actually by me.
I do our editing. My co-host here is Diego, and I'm Samuel.
This is the Half-Blood Report podcast, the only HBR that matters. Survive till next week, and I hope I survive till next year. Ominous music.